As my body ages, I find having a daily movement practice essential. This practice does not need to be complex. In fact, I find simplicity to be most effective. The secret is consistency, and simple allows ease into a consistent daily practice. The practice does not need to be a set routine of movements neither. Allow freedom of expression for each new day. I enjoy a mix of things, an eclectic approach of yoga, martial arts, qigong, and primal human movement, as well as mimicking the locomotives of other animals and other body weight workouts. For my morning movement practices, I prefer to be barefoot to establish a connection to the Earth's natural energy current. To live a life of movement is to live naturally and freely. Do you have a daily movement practice? Youthfulness begins as a state of mind. The body, of course, will go through its natural process, but there is no need to give thought to what is natural. Instead, focus the mind on movement, flow, and persistence. The body is a reflection of the effort that is given to each day and to each practice. Youthfulness is a connection between body and mind. Give no reason to the erosions of time. Keep daily intentions on flow and breath. Like the earth encompasses the sun, life is revolving, each day led by choices and followed by consequences. Age does not have to be a consequence of time. Instead, one can choose to move fluidly through it with grace by achieving a simple daily movement practice. There is no room for complaint of my body. Complaint is a weakened state of mind. If something isn't working how I'd like, I can choose to resolve it. Resolve is the true strength. Living my best life isn't something to be recited. Living is a practice. There is no stillness. Everything is in movement. Everything is in change. Life is revolving. Youthfulness is a state of really living. There is no perfection. There is no end. There is only revolution. What is your resolve? What is your revolution? This year we have 2 broods of cicadas that have been emerging, and it's insane because they're everywhere in the garden and in the surrounding forest. Like, starting to be able to hear them right now. They've been coming out this week, and there's no end in sight. I think this is going to be forever. I did try to cover up some of my smaller fruit trees with netting, but even though we were cinching them down, they're still finding a way in there. So we're like, well, that's not really helping any. I think because there's just so many of them, and they're coming up real close to the tree roots and all that, that they're able to just kind of wiggle in between. I mean, we don't want to suffocate the trees and pinch them too tight. We want them to be able to move and breathe and sway and all that. So we'll just have to come out here and do a little bit of battling for the next couple of months. But even with the cicadas, let me give you a little tour of what is going on right now in the garden, in the spring garden right now. This is one of my favorite times of year because everything is opening up real nicely. So we got the fig trees, 1 and 2. I'm gonna be doing some air layering on these fig trees later this year. I wanna try air layering and see if I could be successful at that. And then we have our pawpaw trees. They all had flowers on them this year. The persimmon tree. And then we have our pear tree. And as you can see, we got some fruit growing all over the pear tree. As we come over here, we have the plum tree. Lots of fruit on the plum trees. We'll come over here to the peach tree, and we have some fruit on our peach tree. A lot of our fruits, or stone fruits, are fruiting this year, which is nice. While I was out of town, we did get some pretty severe thunderstorms with high winds that rolled through. And there's a little bit of storm damage. I had to cut a broken branch off of this plum tree up there because it completely snapped. Yeah, that is nature's way of pruning. Here's another plum tree fully loaded with plums. If I turn around, we have the nectarine tree, one of the nectarine trees. This is the older one. It's getting some good fruit on it as well. Our little young nectarine tree had to replace an older nectarine tree because we just couldn't cure it. But this one's doing really, really well. This jujube tree is doing well. I think it's gonna give off a lot of new growth this year. And the Asian pear, which is also fruiting this year. Got lots of fruit on our Asian pear tree. Let's do a 180 over here and take a look at the blackberries. Over here, we got lots of blackberries this year. This year is gonna be crazy, crazy blackberries. Even all the wild blackberries are putting off berries like crazy this year. So last year was a light year. This year is more. Then they turn around and we got some blueberries. Nice cluster right there. Let me know down in the comments, what's your favorite berry? Are you a blueberry, a raspberry, a blackberry, a strawberry? I even got some different kinds of berries over here. I'll show you. We have aronia. These are Viking aronia. That's the variety of these. These are kind of more of like an acquired taste. I like them a lot. Some people like them and some people hate them. It's kind of one of those fruits. You either love it or you hate it. And then we come over here. This is a hosta berry. And then we have our pixie gooseberry, putting off lots of delicious looking berries this year all over. Out of all of the berries, I'm a gooseberry fan. Gooseberries, those are my favorite, especially the black gooseberries. Those are just super, super delicious. And then I'll come over here and let me show you the grapes. Go through here. And here you can see loaded with grapes this year. Oh yeah, lots of grapes, lots of grapes. These are all different varieties of table grapes. So they're gonna be extra sweet and super juicy. Gonna be so good. I'll do follow-ups and updates on the garden when it comes to harvest time. It's a little bit sad because this is gonna be my last year gardening here. I'm gonna be moving very, very soon, but it's also exciting because I get to start a whole brand new garden, whole brand new project. I've learned so much at this garden. I learned a lot of stuff that I did wrong that I will not repeat, and I learned a lot of stuff that, you know, how I would do differently next time around. So every garden just gets better and better and better.